Hey guys, so I hope everyone's doing well coming into the holiday seasons. Now with the advent of the MLRS rockets, the SAM sites have become more and more important in the game. This is a technique that myself and my friend Avocado came up with, seems like years ago, when SAM sites first came in. As you may know, when you're flying your Mini, if you go to land on your base, even though you're allowed on the TC, the SAM sites will still target you. So there's a couple of ways to take care of it, and I thought I'd just show you one of them. So what we're going to do is a little ways away from your base. As you can see, the bases, or the fake bases over there, a little ways away on a hilltop if possible, just because it gives you a better flight path. We're going to face south because we're in the north of the map, so we want to set up a solar panel facing south. I'm going to put this solar panel right up against the edge. You see it's just overlapping it a little bit. You'll see why in a second. Go, and just upgrade everything to stone. Through the door. Okay, so now that it's all we're all inside, I'll show you on the wiring tool. Because we glitched this forward, it's still getting full sunlight, so it's still putting out 20 power. Put the battery beside this and just wire it up. Okay. Now we're going to put a twig floor. You'll see why the twig floor later. What we're going to do is have an RF broadcast saying that it's us coming using the HVHF sensor. So once it detects that it's someone that's allowed on the TC, it will allow you to come in. It will shut off the SAM site and allow you to land safely. So the first thing to do is just put up our TC. Go. And should put this over here. This is the RFI. Sorry. This is the RF broadcaster. So we're going to set the frequency just to 111, something simple. Of course, you're going to set it to something harder if you're on a live server. And the reason we're putting this all on Twig is that no one else can get your RFID number. Because if they try to raid in any direction, the two flame traps that we're going to put in are going to blow up. And we'll take out the twig and take out the TC and take out the RFID broadcaster. Go. So now all we have to do is go outside. Put the HVHF. Doesn't matter where it really goes, just as long as it's got a clear view all around. And we'll put the power in. power in is going to come directly from the battery. So now the HPHF sensor is active, and we're going to exclude others. So it'll actually only go off if someone that's allowed on the TC goes by. We'll take the power out from the HPHF sensor. Put it into the RF broadcaster. There it is. There. So now what happens when the HPHF sensor senses that someone that is allowed on this TC is within 3.5 foundations. You can hear it switch. So 3.5 foundations would be circle about like this. So you've got lots of room for air. But once it sees that someone that's allowed on this TC has gone within that area, then it'll send a signal. Then we'll go to the base and build the rest of the signal. First of all, make sure we've got fuel in each of these. Now the reason we've got these two flame traps is it doesn't matter what wall they come through, or if they come through the doors, one of these flame traps is going to go off. When it goes off, it'll take out this twig and take out the RF broadcaster so that they can't get the code on how to turn off your sample. Another door here. So, put a little bit of upkeep. Just to show that this is working, we'll use a pager. I'm going to set the frequency to 111, the same as the broadcaster. And as you can see, it'll actually pick you up as you fly by. And it's got a good little range as well. Okay, so let's go down to the base and finish it up. Now this is the main wire going up to the SAM site. We're just going to take this off. We need a blocker and a splitter before the block. So we're going to take the power output, power in here, power out to the power in on the blocker, power out up, and put it into the SAM site. So as it runs now, it's getting all the power. Now we're going to configure this. We'll just set it to 10 as a number, and we're going to want another splitter here. Oh, sorry, a branch there. We're going to go from this branch out to this power in on this branch. Now this branch is going to run both the timer and the RF receiver. So we'll take the branch out, which is at 2, down to the RF receiver. The power out from the RF receiver is going to go up to the toggle on the timer. Then we're going to take the power out from this branch up to the timer, and we're going to set the timer for 30 seconds. That should give you lots of time to get from that base and land here. Just to make sure that we know we can land safely, we'll also add another branch here. And we'll put a light up where we can see it as we're flying in. Oops. Doesn't matter what kind of light, just show this little blue flasher. That way, when we're flying in, so we'll go to the power in, branch out, we'll go to the light, and the power out will actually go into the block pass-through on the blocker. So what happens now? When this RF receiver gets the frequency or gets the signal, it'll actually toggle on this timer, which will give you 30 seconds. As it's going, you can see that there's power going to that light, but it's also blocking the power going through, so there's no power going to the SAMs. So we'll wait till this runs out. Actually, it'll run out by the time we get there. Now that we have all the electronics done, we can jump in the heli to try it out. I do have the pager on me, so you're going to hear the beep when we trigger the HBF sensor. So we'll fly in, keep it kind of close to the base. There we go. We've got the trigger, which means that the SAM site has been turned off. We've got 30 seconds to land, and as you can see, we've got the blue light flashing. Oh, not much of a landing, but you get the idea. And now that it's down on the same level as the SAM site won't target. There we go. Okay, so that's the basics of the flyby turnoff. There is another way to do it. If you use the Rust Plus app, you can just shoot the smart switch. It's much easier, but some people don't use the Rust Plus, and some servers don't seem to work well with it. So to do that, we'll just take out the power. Throw in a smart switch. And if you hold it in, you can pair this device. For 1 second while I pair this with my phone. Okay, that's paired, and now to turn it on, see the power's going on. Oh, sorry, the power's on, and I can turn it off from my phone as well. Much easier with the Rust Plus, but if you don't want to use it, this RF method works quite well. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope someone finds this useful. Take care.